Right. Hi, hello everyone. So
Yeah,
how is it?
I'm here with the main man. I'm not
it's
sure
well,
who's the main presenter here. Actually, is it you or me? You should be
you,
interviewing me.
you can be the main man, Danny.
Interview
How
me about
that?
my day. Yeah,
Yeah. Have you had a good day?
I've had a great day, mate.
Good.
I went down the sauna earlier.
Oh.
You probably don't want to hear about that.
No. Should we have a look at the game?
Yeah, let's have a look at your game, mate. Yeah, it's a really good game.
So hello to everyone in the chat as well. Looks like you got a fair amount of people. So yeah, I mean, obviously Ravi is a very, very strong player.
Yeah.
Junior, up and coming.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're playing these guys, preparation is so important because if I play my normal stuff, Ravi's probably quite well prepared for what I normally play. And like nowadays, it's really a test of just trying to find the right opening a lot of the time.
Sure.
So I thought I'd try.
But did you sort of go down this Magnus Carlsen route with this kind of?
Not really. Well, I've just filmed a DVD on.
That's not like you.
No, I know.
You don't normally film DVDs.
Got to keep things going. I mean, I was thinking about Bishop G5, the Tory, but I thought he'd be prepared for that because I've got some games on the database for that.
Yeah. I think
Obviously,
Ravi's very good theoretically.
He's very good theoretically. He's very well prepared against C4.
Yeah.
He's very, very solid player. So I played E3, the Collie system, just with the idea of getting a game, basically. Not trying to get an advantage, but just I thought his experience might be
exactly
a lot less
in these kind of positions.
I mean, that's what us old duffers have got. The only thing we can do nowadays. They're probably theoretically better than us, tactically better than us. So
okay, it's a controversial viewpoint. Do you think like experience is overrated in chess, or it seems to be?
I think it is a bit. It seems to be nowadays because everyone. But I mean, I think playing these sort of sidelines is one way you can try to show your experience. Just
and also,
I
was saying to you before the tournament, wasn't I? I was saying really, you would just want to give yourself a platform.
Yeah, just want to get in the game.
You don't have to go crazy.
No, I mean, I think
and
people
you
nowadays
can outplay people.
Yeah, they get obsessed with the opening and getting an opening advantage, and this is what most players think. But I think that's the wrong attitude. I think you just got to get in a position you're happy playing, even if it's equal. And after the next couple of moves, we kind of got that position. So I had sort of a look at this in the morning, but I was a bit silly because I only looked at sort of systems with C5. Yes, I didn't really look at him just playing B6.
There was a move actually you played early on. I'll come to it in a minute, but I was really impressed because I was saying to Adam that I had a game where something like this happened.
Yeah.
It wasn't exactly this position, but basically Black put the knight on E4.
Yeah.
And it was quite a clever plan because it kind of stopped a lot of my ideas.
Yeah, well, I think he should do that in the game, and I think if he does that, it's probably just equal.
Right. So what opportunity did he have to do that then?
I mean, the other way you can play this, which I seem to remember, after castles, when they avoid C5. I mean, the whole point of this opening is to try to go knight E5, F4, and checkmate him on H7.
Right.
I mean, it's quite a good club player's opening. And you can play it with C3, but I think the pawn on B3 makes more sense because the bishop has chances to come live. I mean, the other way you can play this, and this is another reason I played it, you can play knight E5 straight away and just play it like a Stonewall Dutch.
So if they go C5...
now you just play C3. And obviously you're not better again, but it's like a decent Stonewall Dutch because they haven't got G6 and bishop G7
So I'm guessing knight C6 might be a move here.
Knight C6, then you just go F4 and you play
if I go like knight E7...
Yeah.
Is this some game I was actually saying to someone earlier? It's some game like Kramnik versus a computer.
Maybe.
Have you seen that game?
Yeah. Was that? No, I can't remember it, but I might have seen it. But I mean, this is all sort of normal stuff, and you can try to swing the rook around and make them here. It's quite fun. So I was thinking about playing that, but we'll go back to the game because the way I played it's a line, and I think what you should have done. So after B6, well, I thought I have to try knight E5, bishop here, knight BD7. And now, I was thinking I either play F4 or knight BD2. Right. So I went knight BD2. And this is where I was a little bit worried because I thought, well, not worried because obviously I can never be worse. But I thought if he just goes knight E4 here. Then,
you can be worse, mate. You should see my game against this guy.
Oh, really? yeah. Well, that's what I thought he'd play. I'm really amazing player.
It's a good stopper, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a good blocker.
Then it's not... The position's probably not so much fun. I was thinking I might go F4 anyway. But I'm trying to keep a bit of tension. With ideas of maybe taking and going bishop to one of these two squares afterwards.
Yes.
But I mean, I'm sure he's absolutely fine.
Do you find that positions where you exchange all the knights, you're a bit dull, where you get like two bishops?
Yeah, especially when it's a bit closed. Yeah, you're right. And that's probably what's going to happen in that position. So I'm pretty sure he should play this move.
Yeah.
Because when he plays
Queen E7, wasn't it?
Yeah, when he plays Queen E7,
Yeah, I thought your next move was a really good move. Queen F3, just cutting out this knight E4 idea.
Yeah, this is where long form, because I can go F4 again, but then knight E4 is like his main idea. And then he sort of stops a lot of my fun. So this is actually a typical idea for this variation.
Yeah, that's
and I think Queen E7 is a slight error. I mean, it's obviously not a big error, but his next move.
But now he kind of has to play very accurately.
Let's play very accurately now. He's on the back foot a little bit.
Maybe he has to play like an engine here.
Yeah. Because the thing is, when he goes bishop A3, he's actually swapping off my bad bishop.
Oh,
because this bishop's my good bishop because I'm attacking H7.
Yeah. So you think that bishop on B2?
I think it's a bad bishop.
Is there such a thing as a bad bishop?
I
think all bishops are good.
Nah, this is a bad bishop. So, but I mean, this is. I think it's a bad piece because it's stuck behind my pawn. I mean, it can only become good if he goes C5. I take it and then he gets released. But in this position, I think this is probably the wrong idea. So I don't like this plan of his.
And also, his bishop on B7 is a
that's
really
right.
bad
Yeah,
piece.
because if you just compare the bishops that are left,
exactly.
This one, as you see in the game, his bishop on B7 is completely dominated and. Well, Queen H3 is the normal idea, and now I've got a threat of knight takes D7.
But I thought in this position, I thought a better way to defend
H6, yeah.
H6,
I think you should definitely play H6.
I think I was saying around I don't like G6 because it creates all these weaknesses.
No, I totally agree. I think it's a much better move, and I'll probably go F4 again.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
And I might have F5 ideas in these positions.
But F4, I thought I was going to defend with maybe even this. I don't know. It looks bad, but it might be.
Yeah, you can do something like this, and now. I can either try a move like F5, which is quite interesting. I've got G4.
Yeah, I thought you.
And I've got Rook F3 to G3, so I've got quite a lot of punts.
Yeah.
You know,
but maybe Rook F3 can take and go Queen B2.
The problem with this move is that I think he should play actively, and he probably should play playing moves like this.
Or why not even take first?
Take on D4 first. Well, maybe I could throw in a Rook G3. Maybe, and just go for it. So if he takes here. Maybe I can try this.
Alpha Zero style, just...
Yeah, well, it's either good or bad, isn't it? So you have to just calculate these positions. I've got a lot of pieces attacking his king.
King H8?
King H8, and I'm probably just going to resign soon, aren't I? I was saying, nah, it should be something here.
Can you go
Might
knight
not be.
F3 and then knight G5?
Yeah.
That's probably... Yeah, maybe knight F3, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
And just go knight
Just
G5
try to come into the position.
Although,
it's interesting, but I think you should play this. I think you're definitely right. This is because the problem is, like in these positions, they look really safe for black, but the more like small mistakes you make,
a lot of horrible weaknesses.
I mean H6 is in the game, and I asked people in the chat are saying that you really like the move Bishop A3, Danny. Is that true? Are you being called out? This move, which
I've been exposed. I was all over Ravi. Really, when you turn your back, I was going,
Ravi's playing a great
Ravi
game.
will win easily. He's a class act, isn't he?
Yeah, but I think you're right. G6 just weakens his dark squares. He needs a bishop on G7 to play this move, and and the problem here is
I think I did like Bishop A3 because I thought I was saying earlier that you're exchanging. When you're lacking space, you're exchanging pieces.
I mean, it might be all right, but he's got to play actively with his queen. He's got to play C5 and Queen B2, then it's kind of a race. But I think, to be honest, after F4 now, I think he could be already in a lot of trouble.
Already lost, maybe?
Yeah, positionally, because I've even got F5. I've got loads of attacking ideas. If we just compare the pieces, his bishop is terrible. His knights are very bad, and I've got a very easy way to attack.
So let's just say he just goes totally
plans.
cynical and just goes C5 and just say, I don't care about your attack.
I mean, maybe you could play this, and now I've got to think of the best way. I don't know, F5 is very interesting. Just trying to blast him with this move.
But if you play it, we're playing a computer here. What would you think F5 is going to work? Or? If you were playing Rouses, what would you?
If I play Rouses, yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, knight F3 might be the sensible way to play again because his queen's quite a good defender. And I might just better bust him like this.
It looks like a natural move.
I mean, it might be all right with the computer. I mean, maybe he should play this, but I thought at the time Queen E7 was the best move, just trying to get a piece back to the front. But the problem is after knight F3, this is really bad now. I mean, I've got thing is, I mean, in these positions again, it's like so important. This opening is probably like dead equal the opening, but the point is you should always pick openings which are easier for you to play.
Yes.
So the plans that White has in this opening, just going for checkmate, is so easy to play. His plan's a lot harder. I thought you could try this, and now I can try this one. And if he goes H6, I've got knight takes G6, but I don't know. I wasn't sure if I was going to play this because he takes here, I take here with check. And now he goes maybe king to one of these two squares. And I thought, well, if I take the rook here, I don't really want to do this, but maybe this probably should be very strong for me somehow. So I've got 2 pawns. Maybe I maybe I was thinking I can play rook f3 in this position even.
It looks very dangerous.
And
right.
yeah, and I keep, rather than taking the rook straight away, I can. There's one nice line. If here, can you see the move?
Queen h6.
Yeah, I was looking
Puzzle
at this
rush.
line, and this is quite a nice line.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
but
Bravo.
yeah, but I don't
Coins
think,
on the board.
yeah, well, he's got one more move, but I mean, I expect he's in a lot of trouble.
You're saving that for the final rounds, you know.
Well, if I get this position again, I'll be happy. And well, okay, he took here. I took here.
Yeah.
I think this is just bad because I can, he's left with a bad bishop, but this is not very good. And I think my next move is quite important because originally I was thinking this.
Yeah, yeah. Adam was saying this. Yeah.
But if he goes f6, it's not so clear because Queen g3 kind of stops that. Because the point is, if I take
he's going to tempo you with Queen g7.
Well, he's got rook takes f6, and this stops my knight coming into this fantastic square.
And if you go,
so it's quite.
If you just go here anyway,
it might be alright. But he can play like rook f8 and sort of defend. He's holding on. Yeah. I mean, positionally speaking, if I'm not mating, my knight's not in a very good square here. I mean, if you compare it to the game.
Yeah. No, I like the way you play. Queen. What did you play?
Well, I played Queen g3.
Oh, come on, that's like the best move I've ever seen.
Well, the point is, after f6 takes, he can't play rook takes down.
It's such a natural move. It's just such a natural move.
I just take on c7.
No, Queen g3 is absolutely right.
So I think he's I don't know, maybe positionally lost because.
I was actually predicting you'd win at this point.
Yeah, if he doesn't do anything, I'll put my pawn on h5 and just increase the pressure, or maybe knight g5.
Yeah.
So he can't just sit here. After f6 takes, the difference now.
Because I was actually saying, it's the kind of position where h4 is the best move.
Yeah.
When you're playing Simon, you're not going to be sitting there thinking.
I'm probably going to find
he's
h4.
probably not going to play h4.
Exactly. It's one move I normally find. So, and the difference between this and the last variation is my queen here. I just put my knight now on this square.
It's a beautiful square.
And I think this is probably, unless his only try now is knight d7. He's got to get rid of this knight.
Sure.
But
can you even sack now?
Yeah, I think this might be just. I mean, what something takes there? I was thinking, is it bishop takes even? It was something takes here. I thought was probably winning.
Looks devastating.
Which one?
Bishop g6.
Maybe bishop takes is just winning, and the point being, if he takes, then I've got check.
Or even knight g6 maybe winning.
Well, this is probably good because I pick up the knight on d7, don't I? He has to go queen d7.
Oh my god!
Because if he goes here, I've got knight f7, and then rook takes f7.
Yeah.
And if he plays queen here, then I just check and I'm winning a piece.
Very
and
straightforward.
3 pawns up, so it's not too tricky here. And there's another nice line. I mean, I think he's just positionally, it's just busted.
But also, when you're playing Ravi, it's a nice position to have because he's very tactically very good.
Yeah, he just can't break out.
He's got no counterplay here, right?
I mean, you can if this move, then this is also a nice tactic. I take here, knight takes g6 now.
Oh, nice.
Because if he goes here, and I take here with check, and I take on g3 and then piece up.
Pick up the piece,
And if he takes on g6, then
you can pick up the piece.
I take here, and it's either mate or I pick up the piece. So the thing is, he just can't move. And again, if you look at the bishops, like what I was saying earlier about his bishops, his bishop is just absolutely horrendous. And my bishop has some purpose because it's attacking. So here he played queen g7, but the next move is quite nice because if I go rook f2, he might be able to move his knight now. And again, the one thing I've got to watch out for is this move when he tries to swap off knights, because if he can swap off knights, his position becomes
kills your attack.
That's right. So the point of queen h3 is he has to defend e6.
Yeah, we were thinking about queen h3 in the game.
Yeah, and now after here he can't move the knight here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I got rook takes f8.
Yeah, this is what we thought.
And the point is now, compared to the other line, again, if rook takes, I just go queen takes e6, and if he does anything else, my rook comes into f7. So
I was even thinking there was some variation like
this is horrible.
King f8.
Yeah, I think I just put the rook on f7 as a simple way to win.
Yeah.
Just go here, check. If he moves the king here, then this is just killing. He has to give up his queen, but then I take on h7 at the end. So this is pretty bad. But okay, I mean the game's pretty bad. He has to try to just wait, and I can just improve my last piece. And he's put it here to defend here. Again, he can't go knight d7. This is the one move that he might try to save him because again, I just go rook takes f8.
And rook f7. Oh, you can even go rook f7 immediately.
Rook f7's winning as well. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
So he has to go here, but now it's quite nice. g4, and he's kind of nearly in. He's the nice position here is. Rook f7 is obviously very good because he has to take here, but this this gives him some chances, I think, because he could put his knight onto f5.
Although bishop e2. Maybe?
Yeah, bishop e2, and I mean, I think it's winning. It's winning, but and obviously I'm a queen up. It should be pretty good.
Other than that, queen up.
Yeah. But I mean, bishop e2, I think is even nicer because again, I'm just playing knight versus bishop, and I'm a pawn up.
Nice
so this gives absolutely no chance at all.
Yeah.
He has to try this position, but the ending is, well, it's completely losing because even if the queens come off, even if I'm not a pawn up, it should be winning because this knight, it's one of those good knights versus bad bishop. Yeah. So you said you can never have a bad bishop, Danny, earlier. You think that's a good bishop here?
I think that's a good bishop.
You think that's a good bishop?
Like
Dominating the
queen
f8
sets it up with a queen f1, mate.
Queen, I know. I just have to watch out. I don't go back here. Maybe another day I'll go here, then queen f1, mate, would be embarrassing.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, the rest is pretty easy. I mean, I was just thinking, do I want to pawn an f4 or not? And I thought, well, so it's just little things like this you've got to think about. I mean, this ending here should be winning. But if you
don't need it, do you? Because you've got some kind of blockade.
If you pair it to this ending, I think this is a better version because my king
can penetrate to dark spots.
King has an access route into e5 later on. That could be useful. But of course, I can get a pass pawn over here, so it should be easy. So the game ended with him trying to keep the queens on, best chance. But I'm now threatening knight g4, knight h6, checkmate.
Nice.
And after here, well, he just walks into a checkmate now, but of course it's knight and queen are very good attacking pieces.
Knight d7 and queen f6.
Yeah, right? Then just queen f6, and he very kindly allowed me to checkmate him, which is quite nice of him. So that was that really. So
a very nice win actually, and that sets you up. What are you on now? You're on 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5 at the moment. So
you're actually only half point off the lead. And
we'll see.
It looks as if you could play one of the big boys next.
Yeah, maybe, hopefully. So we'll see.
Yeah, let's have a look. What do you think about this position? Oh wow,
it's changed a lot.
This is really.
it looks pretty good for David. How many pawns has David all of a sudden got?
No, but he's threatening to lose.
He's 4 pawns. He's got 4 pawns though, yeah.
Yeah, that is a lot of pawns.
And he's got a rook on the 7th rank. It should be winning, yeah.
But isn't he?
He's losing his knight, yeah.
Take his knight.
Yeah, so. Even without the knight, it should be good. If let's go here, yeah. So if you take the knight, do I have some f3 and some? Does that help me?
Yeah, f3. That's good.
Should be winning for white, I think.
Unless you got some serious counterplay with those rooks.
The black king should always.
f3 looks like
it's a bit of work to do, isn't there? There's a bit of work, but
what's wrong with
f3? Yeah, let's try f3.
Oh, Simon Williams fan.
I've got you some money.
Yeah.
Thank you for the donation.
As soon as you come on.
Very kind.
Yeah, we were all getting the money, yeah.
All the donation goes to you guys anyway, so for great, your fantastic commentary, Jill.
Yeah.
So have you had fun today, have you?
Yeah, it was. We've had some interesting games. In fact, it's been a good tournament in general. The quality of chess has been pretty low, but quite exciting.
So... I think David should be winning there, but it's.
What about Richard's game against Eggy?
Looks like a boring game, doesn't it?
Actually, no. Richard's doing well now, I think.
In queen endings, it's always the guy who's got the easiest pass pawn and the safer king. So.
Can I just go here and?
Yeah, Richard's probably a lot better and push the b pawn.
Looks like he's winning.
But Black might better push the e pawn to e3 and open up the king. Like some drawing chances, but I think. Richard should be doing well there.
That's a good result for Richard if he can hang on. Lauren da Costa versus.
I heard you're a fan of some of Lauren da Costa's moves in this tournament.
Yeah.
Is that
he was giving me something back earlier. He said all these juniors came up to him and said, basically, you said my bishop takes f6 move. Gormally said your bishop takes f6 move was the worst move of all time.
The worst move of all time. That's quite a good statement. That's quite a big statement. So what happened? Did he just swap off for a draw when he was a lot better?
I think he deliberately reduced his advantage, so make it less embarrassing to offer a draw.
Okay,
that's my theory.
You're a Lauren da Costa fan, then, yeah?
No, Lauren's a talented player.
Yeah.
What's going on in this game? This is
White's got to avoid getting mated here, isn't he?
This doesn't look very good for Lauren in this game.
This is coming in and. The knight can come in here as well.
I think he's getting chalked up here.
3 pieces attacking the king, and it's just you can't even check, can you? You haven't got it.
What was happening? John Piggott.
So Stephen Gordon's winning.
So Stevie G's going to win. We think David's going to win. John Piggott versus Ems.
Should be. I don't know.
So if I can predict the pairings, let's say David.
Probably
wins.
a draw, yeah.
David wins, we think.
Yeah.
So I think then David will play Mickey because of the colours. and you would play, and also they'd have to play, wouldn't they? Because they get more points.
That's why about tomorrow. So let's have a look at David Howe's game quickly.
Yeah.
Just see.
He's gone King G1. Yeah. No, this is good for black. I agree. Too many pawns probably.
You have to be a bit careful, don't you? But I think
he could even go something like this and then reroute the rook, just to consolidate and say, well, I'm so many pawns up.
Well, I can take the F pawn then, can't I? Because I'm actually threatening to come here and maybe come down here.
Oh, right.
So you have to be a little bit careful here.
Oh, yeah.
If you lose your F pawn, then you're certainly not worth it.
Yeah, so I'm probably throwing this F3.
Maybe F3.
And then,
I don't know, it's a bit tricky.
But actually,
so how do you make progress here? So King G6. What's Black actually doing?
Well, I'm just one threat is to go check. Oh no, but then
check it, then Rook on B to F2.
Something like that, maybe. Yeah.
Should be winning. Oh, then Rook takes F3.
Oh wow, you shocked me again.
Cheapo G.
Well, I could go Rook check.
It's not so easy to win, is it?
Okay, maybe I don't go F. Maybe you shouldn't go F4 then.
No, but you have to go. You have to move your king to get up. You have to go. You're going to lose the knight, so I guess you have to go King F7 at some point anyway. Yeah.
What happens if you just went here and went after the H?
Top move.
Is that the top move?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm finding,
so
the engine moves.
I'll take a piece for check.
What does the engine say about this position?
Just
Says,
you cheating.
Coming to me the right person.
Is it?
It says after if he plays Rook F3.
Oh, we can have a look here.
+2.
Yeah, so David will win. Yeah. So it might be. It's going to be David versus Mickey tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. Yeah?
I reckon.
Yeah.
So I reckon that won't be a draw. I'm going to go for a win for somebody or other.
What was going on in Palace's game? I thought he was doing all right.
Yeah, I thought Palliser was doing well.
Was he doing all right?
He just
looked like
he collapsed at the end.
This is the kind of position you want against Mickey, isn't it? Just something with a chance, you know.
I liked his position. I liked the way he was playing.
Yeah, he's playing very well. His last two games being fantastic.
But I actually said here, I think it was quite an important point that a lot of amateur players would not open up the A file because they'd be scared of the rook.
But Mickey doesn't.
Mickey doesn't get scared of ghosts.
No.
And but here,
it looks dangerous.
I was surprised that Black didn't just go rook B8. Or why give up the B pawn?
This looks really dangerous for Mickey, but it's probably all right for him. But it looks.
Because also there's some threat of knight C4, which Adam pointed out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But Anyway, mate. Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, I'll let Adam
mate.
back on anyway. So
and, congratulations. Good luck for tomorrow.
Cheers. Hello to everyone in the chat. Hope you're all having a good time. Make sure you give Danny lots of his,
Yeah, give me more money. Give me more money. That's all I care about. Money.
And I'll let Adam come back. Shall I put it? I'll put it on our holding page. Shall I?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
I like the way the.
Okay. Is that camera?